themselves. Last week, their leadoff, Kayla Lee, right here, had a fall. The positive was the 5 athletes after her nailed their routine. So right now it's going to be getting that ball rolling.
Kayla Lee had a win earlier this year. Came away with the victory. The 9.925 on beat.
She's a nice smooth style on this event. Moving across with her dance combinations. And then stepping up to the very end of the beam here. Her triple series, 2 back handsprings layout, step out. Very nice.
Or better 7 times on beam in her career, a sophomore.
Solid landing there for jump series. Dismounting 1.5 twist, that is a great start. She's in the leadoff position. Last week, I think, was a bit uncharacteristic, but you always have to wonder if that's in the back of your mind coming into the next competition. This was the first big test of her routine. 2 back handsprings to that layout step out. She knew exactly where she wanted her body to be on that landing. And then finishing with the clean stuck dismount.
Kayla, the daughter of Steve and Cynthia from Horizon High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. Elena Dietz will start things. More pressure being put on from ASU. Dietz on floor from Maple Grove, Minnesota. 9.925 her career best on floor. That was at the Norman Regional back in 2022.
She's a very elegant gymnast. I've already mentioned her lines and her extension. Front layout, front fold to start the routine. Dancing right out of it.
Dietz a 9.85 on beam. 9.775 on bars.
Only performing 2 passes. Finishing the routine with a double tuck. Holding on.
Elena Dietz.
Beautiful routine to watch. And a great start for Arizona on floor. She opened with the combination pass and then finished with the double tuck. Nice job stepping back into that lunge.
Tough for Dietz to make up points or her mates when you have an athlete like Kayla Lee, though, on beam. Open things for ASU with a 9.875.
That is a great start. And you want to really see the team build from there.
Gracie Reeves, she'll get the call to do just that. Sunny Slope High School, the Phoenician, and on beam her career best 9.9.
Also doing a triple series, just like Kayla, 2 back handsprings to the layout step out, settling it in. She's a quick pace to her routine. Check there on the split jump.
Benefits to moving quicker on the beam are?
You know, everybody has a different style. I like to move at a very, I guess, medium rhythm. You see some people move very slow and elegant. Some are very sharp. Whatever your style is that helps you move aggressively. Dismounting tuck 1.5, small step forward. Good routine.
Gracie Reeves.
See that 1.5 twist. Hers in a tuck position. She did a nice job keeping those knees glued together.
So we know before her mate, Kayla Lee with the 9.875. We know we're trying to make up if you're Arizona. 7/10. Dietz does not do that. It's not a one-on-one, we understand that, but every time you see a little bit of separation, you get excited if you're an ASU fan. Allison Fears with a chance to make a difference. Had a fall on bars, had a lower score on beam. Fears so strong on floor. Let's watch her go to work now. Her career best.
High flying double tuck. Oh, had to take an additional step back there. Showing off her beautiful flexibility, not just on the lead pass, but her choreography.
Allison, Sis, Aspen, parents Heather and Scott. She's as comfortable on a surfboard or a wakeboard as she is right now on this floor.
She'll finish with her combination pass. Back 1.5 twist to the front full. Very nice.
Allison Fears.
She opened the routine with a double tuck, and then watch when she lands. A little too much over rotation, so she takes one step and then unfortunately has to take that additional step. The goal is keeping it to that lunge position, but this final pass, back 1.5 twist to the front full. Nicely done.
So we'll await Fears' number, understanding that Kayla Lee had that 9.875 and Reeves with the 9.725. Right behind her, Jada Mangahas. Jada steps up on to the beam where her career best. High school pole vault record holder. Field athlete as well.
Amazing how gyms find balance just in managing in the sport along with maintaining good grades, and then you throw in an additional sport as well. Definitely shows the discipline. Nice front to back tumbling combination. Switch leap to the switch half. Solid kick over front. Dismounting. Gator pike off the end. Excellent routine for her.
Feeling like she may be the closer. Stuck it. A courageous leap on the dismount.
Her leap pass, a switch leap to that switch half. Nice difficulty, solid landing there, and then this dismount, wrapping it up. Gainer pike off the end. Knew exactly where she was, holds on to it, and then yells, "Let's go!" Great routine for her.
It was beautiful. It had the looks of someone going off the high dive at a pool on one of these campuses. Spectacular. Allison Fears with a 9.725. Time to lean on Emma Strom, the sophomore from Omaha, Nebraska. On floor, her career best is 9.9. She posted that at UCLA. Big chance for her now.
Lots of fun music in this floor routine. It's just fun to sit back and watch.
Yeah, hanging in the 80s with this stuff. Emma with the 9.725. They dropped that on vault.
Nice work there. Front 1.5 to a back layout step out. She was a little short on it, so the layout traveled forward a little bit.
Mom was a gymnast at Denver. That's Michelle. Dad, Colin, is a hockey player in Nebraska, Omaha. You had me at a mix of Careless Whisper.
Holding on to that landing as well. She was a little off on her positions and the combinations, but what a great job at being able to cover the landings. And what a fun routine. That really showcases her personality.
Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 is so good.
Travel up I-10 to go home. You see Jada with a 9.8, so even if Gracie ends up being dropped, you're looking at a 9.875 and a 9.8 on beat. We'll see. They can hold on to Gracie's as well. This is Sarah Clark with her chance. Sarah steps up. Her best on beat, 9.95. One time, 3 champions on beat.
And a 9.925 last week. She won the balance beam title. Solid there. Double stack ring, having to drop her head back, looking way up into the roof of the arena. Not easy to do. So dismounting off the end, gainer front full. Another solid routine for Arizona State.
They're edging closer to a win here. As we mentioned, they came in with a pretty comfortable 7/10 lead and needed to be nearly perfect Arizona.
Slight bobble there on her front aerial. She had no major deductions throughout that routine. Makes her way to the very end of the beam where she does a gainer. Swings that leg, back and around, front full twist. Holds on to the landing.
9.85 for the sophomore Emma Strom, matching the number posted by Elena Dietz to open things. Emily Muller now will again look to keep nudging forward the junior from Cary, North Carolina. And on floor, 9.925, her career best. Posted that back on January 12th this year. And also against North Carolina in the Denver Regional in 23.
Emily is a great performer. This is some fun music. You'll see lots of personality throughout this routine. Big double pike to start it.
so strong for Emily with a definite Broadway feel.
Tumbling pass.
Oh my, Emily!
So fun. I think that's the best part about Flores. You really get to see the personality of the athletes. Of course, you have to encompass with choreography, but the tumbling is so important. She was dynamic, clean, great routine.
Following Emma's 9.85, but on the other end, Sarah Clark with a 9.85 on beam. Just about closed up. You have Hannah Sharp and Emily White to wrap this up. But it's stacking up like a Sun Devils victory in Tucson. Let's watch Hannah perform on beam. The gifted, heavily decorated Hannah Sharp. On beam, she's won titles 5 times and her career best, 9.95.
Double wolf turn. Very nice. Just a few weeks back, I saw Arizona State at Utah. She had a stumble on that element. Solid side semi. Clean lead pass, switch lead, split jump. All that's left is the dismount. Small step forward. We saw her scores up there. She had a bit of a stumble on vault, but her other 3 events were just exactly what she is known for. Solid, clean, tumbling element right there, back handspring layout, step out. She was dead center, perfect landing, and then wrapped it up with a 1.5 twist. Good night for her.
A strong night for Hannah Sharp. Muller again, the third 9.85 on the floor. Caroline Harry now on floor. Harry, 9.95, her career best on floor at BYU a couple of years back. One of 3 team captains along with McCabe and Dietz.
Double tap to start the routine.
Getting into her senior year, had the blessing of traveling to Italy, a little bit of international travel last year.
Much more intense choreography style than we just saw from the last 2 athletes. We saw her on the balance beam. She scored a 9.825. She definitely has a game face on beam and Emily is beautiful on this event. Beautiful.
Second in the country.
Solid for an aerial directly to that beat jump.
Beautiful.
All she has left is the dismount. Finishing with the 1.5 twist. Little back on the left side there, but that's definitely gonna entire race, the 9.725 early on in the rotation.
And with that, White says goodnight to the Cats as the closer on beam. The gap was closed a small amount, only 75/100ths to this point to the last two competitors. And Emily White, despite that small step back, ices the win. You see a strong 9.9 from there. It's just too big to make up a gap like that without a couple of falls, you hate to say it.
Yeah. ASU did not open the door for Arizona to make a move.
But let's enjoy Malia Hargrove. Boy, is she talented on floor. Our final performer of the night. Hargrove, her career best, 9.925 on floor. 3 times back in 23 against Washington, Oregon State, and BYU. 31st in the land on floor.
Big tumbling, full twisting double back. Great control on the landing. She's a nice, fun mix of music and choreography to match. Clean combination, whip half to front full. She has a headstand skill. This is my first time seeing U of A in person. Oh, right here. That's wowed the crowd. Finishes it with double tuck. Great height. Clean landing.
What a pleasure to watch. Following Caroline's 9.9, 3.985s prior to that. In all likelihood, they'll drop Fear's 9.725.
Yeah, it was a great rotation for Arizona. Look at this right here. It has wowed the crowds. It's a fun routine for her. Suits her personality. Finished it up with a double tuck. Nice difficulty. Confident landing. We talked about floor being a great event for Arizona, and they didn't disappoint. They had great routines, good tumbling, fun music, and choreography.
But they posted ASU a 49.225 on beam, besting the 49.175 on floor for one of the top 4. Talk about finishing strong for Santos's team. That's incredible.
Well, absolutely, and that was the goal. Start solid and continue to build, and I think that's exactly what they did throughout the competition today.
Let's talk quickly, if you don't mind, about Jada Mangaha. She wins the all-around in this with the Allentown PA competitor. She was strong overall. Jada with a 2.25.
She's dynamic, she's confident, and she was solid across the events, wrapping it up on beam with a solid 9.8.
When we come back, we'll talk with Jada. The Sun Devils are victorious on the road here in Tucson, Arizona. A Territorial Cup point heads back up to Tempe. Words, but Jada Mangaha was part of the story. She competed in all-around. She wins the all-around title. Jada, thanks for hanging out with us. Congratulations. We really appreciate a moment of your time.
Thank you.
Well, you guys opened so strong, and it's one thing to kind of teeter back and forth, but from the moment you guys opened here, you closed, and to tell you, the way you guys finished on beam, that's hard to do, to outscore a team that's performing on floor. You had to be proud.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is how we've been practicing, and it really showed how confident we were from start to finish. And ending on beam, I feel like we've been doing that a lot this season. We've been traveling on and off throughout January and February, so I feel like we've kind of gotten used to finishing on beam, and it's really showed with our confidence ending on beam today.
Definitely, you see the small improvements week after week. There are, I believe, 9 seniors on this team. How important is that as you guys wrap up the season and head into the postseason to have that kind of leadership?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us have a lot of experience going into postseason and kind of the pressure that comes with it, and I think it's really helped us to kind of lead the freshmen and the underclassmen into that postseason. So I think it'll be super helpful going into Pac-12s and regionals and so on.
Every meet, I've seen just small little improvements. And when I talked to Jay earlier, he said, we want to start solid and continue to grow. How far and where do you feel like you guys can continue to make improvements as a team?
Yeah, I feel like from the beginning of the season, we've been making progress little by little, even in practice. And I think just focusing on those little details like landings and handstands on bars and just pointed feet, everything like that, will help us in the long run. Those are little tenths that kind of add up to our final score. So I think if we just keep focusing on that in the gym like we have been, it'll help our score keep going.
So it's interesting, Jada. It's fun to see a senior athlete improve, right? So I ask you simply, when we all think you've got it figured out, I think you'll tell me, no, I haven't, Darren, got it all figured out. So where have you grown the most this season? What part of your sport has grown the most for you?
I mean, just the addition of beam has really shown my growth. I think the last few years I've been trying to get into that lineup and just haven't been able to make it that far, but I think I put a lot of work into it in preseason, and that's where my growth I feel like I've seen the most this year. And just being consistent on that event so far this year has felt really good for me since I haven't been able to make that lineup. So I feel like my growth definitely has come from adding that last and final event.
Well, you're one of the many upperclassmen on this team. What are you going to miss most about your experience at Arizona State?
I think my teammates. I mean, we have 9 seniors, like you said, and they've become my best friends over the last 4 years. So I think just missing out on seeing them every day and practicing and being able to compete with them, and just the experiences I have on this team, I'm just going to miss them so much.
Jada, tell her it's not over yet, though. You have some business to finish up. It's not.
Absolutely.
She's trying to pack you up and get you out of here right now. Hey, congratulations. Congratulations to you and your team. Enjoy the celebration, albeit briefly, tonight. Congrats on beating the Cats.
Thank you so much.
That's such a great question. I know I had fun with it, but I think we sometimes take for granted the relationships and how much it touches your life, and you went through it for a lifetime.
Absolutely. These guys will be friends for life. They share such close moments of success as well as some struggles, and it's just something they'll never forget.
Yeah, we talked about the 39.225 for Manga Haas, Hannah Sharp with a 39.125 all around, Allison Fierce with a 38.325. The domination continues for Jay Santos when he takes on his rivals from Tucson, Arizona. On behalf of our entire Pac-12 Network production team, the SIDs for both programs, we couldn't do it without them, and the coaches, and our production team with the Pac-12 Network. Working with the Olympic gold medalists is all sorts of fun. On behalf of Amanda Borden, my name is Darren Sutton. Enjoy the college basketball. Good night, everyone.
Pac-12.